that there is any plausible explanation as to why everything is contaminated.
So that video was basically about how all of our water and food is contaminated with microplastics and forever chemicals. And it's interesting because it made me think about an ad I saw recently on Facebook that said, buy property in the Cayman Islands. See how affordable it is. It's funny how they kidnapped a bunch of people from Africa and forced them to be here as slaves to build up an economy to earn money off of them. After abolishing slavery, they made living conditions in every other country, third world, forcing people to come and live the American dream. I'm not in America right now, by the way. They convinced everyone that if you come to America, you'll have a better life and you'll be able to become rich and wealthy and take care of your family and do things you can't do in your country because, well, the United States is ravaging and pillaging your country for resources, making it impossible for anyone in your country who's a native to survive. Basically, by coercion, force, violence, they basically forced everyone to come to the United States to have a better life because they made it where you either come to the Americas to survive and live decently or you live in horrible conditions in other countries. Now the opposite is true. Then they did the asylum, where they brought all the immigrants here from South America, from everywhere. Bring as many people to the United States as possible to turn them into a slave and a cancer patient so they can make big bucks. Send all of our money to Israel and other countries so they can have free health care while profiting off of our sicknesses here in the United States, because sickness is big business. And made you come here to seek a better education, which only puts you in thousands of dollars of debt, and all of that money that you paid to the college or took out loans towards, when you found out college is a money laundering scheme and a scam, because colleges use all the money to send for wars to the United States. So all of your college tuition money is being used to fund genocide. So you were lied, coerced, forced to come to the United States for a better life. And because the United States was creating wars in every other country for their natural resources, and of course it's safe to say North Korea and Afghanistan, not the best governments, but the United States does play a role. Now, ironically, after convincing everyone to come here and be a slave and cancer patient for profit, after using everyone from every other country to come here to make themselves rich, now they're looking for property in Colombia. Weren't you just seeking asylum from Colombia to come here? Well, now all the rich and wealthy people are trying to leave the United States and buy property in other countries where the resources are rich. The countries they tell you not to go to because they're so much worse than America. Countries like Africa, countries like South America. Now the people who created this mess, they don't want to even live here. They want to go to countries where the farmland is not covered in microplastics and forever chemicals. And yeah, it's almost like reverse colonialism. Like they convinced everyone to come here to be on this United States of plantation. Hey, come here. Come to the United States. Come and be a slave and be sick and let's profit off of you. And then we're going to move out back to the other countries that we told you to leave. Like I know rich, wealthy white people who are now moving to places like in the Caribbean and South America. A lot of people who have money now who got their money in the U.S. and decided to now go back to other countries where the life is actually better. Move to places where there's not microplastics and forever chemicals in your food, where you can actually have a real fruit. So they literally convinced everyone, whether by kidnapping, force, war, or coercion, to come to the United States so they can exploit and profit off of all of you. So you leave your native homeland, and then those same exact people who told you to come here so they can profit off of you are now buying property in your native homeland so they can live a better life in your naturally resource-rich countries with clean water and great agriculture. Isn't that so ironic?